Hey there, it's Leah from CoSchedule. In this lesson, I'm going to walk you through how to triage incoming marketing requests using the idea board. The first thing you'll want to do is create a marketing request form using Google Forms. I've created a template for you to make this even easier. You'll find the link either in this blog post or at the end of this Academy course. Using that marketing request form, the first thing you'll want to do, and this is a very important step, is to make a copy of this. Rename this the name of your organization, and then click OK. This will create a copy of that marketing request form for your organization. You may want to restrict this to only people within your organization by clicking that option here. What that essentially does is it makes sure that external organizations cannot be requesting marketing assets from your team, which is probably what you want. So go ahead and do that and then click Save. Next, in the Responses tab, click the little icon here, the little green icon, and then choose Create New Spreadsheet. Now what this does is it creates a spreadsheet for all of those incoming requests to live. So this little Form Responses 1 sheet collates all of those incoming requests so they have a nice little documentation and a nice little place to live. Next, head over to your CoSchedule calendar to create a new custom status for your idea board. From the drop-down menu under your name, go to Calendar Settings. Then choose Statuses. I've already created these 3 statuses, but to add a new one, click the button here and then name your custom status. You'll want to have 3 different statuses. The first one called Requested, then choose Backlog, and then create one that says Up Next. It's really important that the first one, Requested, is dragged and dropped to the top option. It's important for Zapier to know which column that they will come into, so Zapier will always pull into that first column, so you'll want that to be requested. So if we head over to our idea board, you will see those 3 columns that you just created: Requested, Backlog, and Up Next. Now, whenever somebody fills out that Google form that you've created, they will automatically create new projects directly in this column coming from Zapier. Next, I'm going to walk you through how to actually set that up using Zapier. If you do not have a Zapier account, go ahead and create one. If you do have a Zapier account, now's a good time to log in. Under your dashboard area, you will see some things that you can connect to one another. So we will choose here Google Forms, because that's Google Form we just created. We want to pull that over to CoSchedule. Then we will choose CoSchedule from that drop-down. And we want to select a trigger that when a new response comes into that spreadsheet, we want to create a project in CoSchedule. Then choose Use Zap. From this drop-down, you will choose the Google Form account that you just created. Then from the next drop-down, the spreadsheet, find that spreadsheet that you just created, which is your organization name and then marketing request form. Choose Form 1 Responses from that drop-down and then click Continue. Next, you'll say Test and Continue, which will validate that you have the right information here. Next, you will choose to validate that this information is correct. So CoSchedule, Create Project, that looks right, so click Continue. Then from the drop-down, choose your CoSchedule account. If you do not have your CoSchedule account, you can go ahead and add your account using this information right here. Then click Continue. From the drop-down here, you will want to add the option that says Project Name from the title. Then from the description, you can add that custom project description. Scroll down, add yourself here to the drop-down menu. This means that you are assigned the owner of all of those projects. So whenever they come into CoSchedule, you'll get a notification that you have a marketing request coming through. Next, from the status, you will want to choose idea because you want them to pop over to that ideas board. And then we will say, yes, we do want those to be sent to ideas, and then click continue. Once you've created that zap, you will see this notification that your zap is ready. So go ahead and turn that on, and it will set everything up for you to use that Google form to request all of those incoming projects from other departments. The next thing you'll want to do is inform your organization that this is the new process that they should follow when requesting projects and assets from your team. You'll want to send them the link to that Google form that you created so they can fill that out whenever they want to request something from your team. In order to do that, you'll want to preview this as such and send them this preview link right here. You probably also want to bookmark this link yourself because we all know that people don't listen and they probably will not bookmark it themselves. So go ahead and do that so you have quick access to this Google form for other departments within your organization. The next thing, which is a really awesome part of CoSchedule, is that you can create a read-only link to share with everybody so they can quickly and easily see the progress of their request so they know how far along your team is on executing that project. In order to create that read-only link of your idea board, you can click this share view right here and then enable sharing on all and then click done. Now what this does is it creates this read-only link here so your team and your other departments within your organization can see that their item has been requested and it's moving forward in the process of having your team prioritize that request. Now you'll notice here with this read-only view that people cannot drag and drop things forward, meaning they can't go ahead and prioritize their own projects, but they can click into it for more information about what it is exactly that they requested from your team. So if they added any additional information to that project request, they can see that in this read-only view. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today, learning how to triage incoming marketing requests using CoSchedule. A little bit of a complicated process, so thanks for sticking with us as we walked you through how to do this.